this is the weekly horoscope, not the weekly, the monthly horoscope for Aries for the month of September 22. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. And thank you for everyone who's have. Thank you for all my subscribers. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. And thank you for those who found me. I really appreciate it. So make sure to like, subscribe, share. I'm doing daily horoscopes starting Monday, and then weekly horoscopes either Friday or Saturday. So make sure to subscribe so you know when they're up. So my Rams, September 5th, 12:05 a.m. Venus enters Virgo. For some of you, this is a beautiful time for love relationships. No, it's not. Wait, what the hell am I saying? Oh, no. Mercury's going retrograde. So Mercury is going to be in shadow period. Alrighty, so this is shadow period for the next week and a half, 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks after when it goes direct on October 1st. In the meanwhile, have fun crushing on that person that you see at the gym or on your doctor. Ooh la la. Have fun. Just having little moments with people where you open your mouth. This is what my Scorpios do, okay? Especially my LGBTQ community when they go to the gym. You now think Casey Kasem, lower that lip, and then you just stare at each other. So that person that you're probably staring at is probably a Scorpio. Tell them I said hi. Anyways, so this is a time of symbiotic relationships. You benefit through those at this time. Doctor visits. I feel for some of you, your career, this is Venus in Virgo. Deals career-wise with anything to deal with women. So I don't know, OBGYN. Those people benefit through that energy. So you can find if you are an OBGYN or whatever, you can have an easier time I don't know, getting along with other people, being a bit more popular than usual. Or if you're a hairstylist, you can find business picks up at this time with this energy. Or if you're a dermatologist, plastic surgeon, you can find that you're a lot more busier than usual, okay? Also my artists, so those of you in media and social media, artists in general, this could be a great time for you. Anything that deals with social networking, a great time for you in regards to career. So you can find that business picks up at this time. You're very popular, diplomatic. I feel that as long as nobody, if you have a stellium in the sign of Virgo in your 6th house, then as long as nobody steps in your bubble and ruins your method to your madness, we're good. But the moment somebody steps into your bubble and decides to ruin your method to your madness, it's gonna go down, okay? It's gonna be dukes up, alrighty? So at this time also, you don't like anything that has to deal with manual labor, anything dirty, you don't like to do. Actually, anything dirty or messy at this time can actually make you very reactive with this energy. So be careful with that. Make sure your place that you live in is clean. You could also be fighting with your demons. Financial excess can be happening at this time because you guys have this go big or go home mentality. Plus, the Earth this month moves into the sign of Aries, okay? And the Earth does not go backwards. All right. Oh, that'd be so cute, but it does not. So the Earth moves forward, okay? And the Sun does not go retrograde either. I love astrology. You learn so much about astronomy. So neither one of those two go backwards. That'd be interesting. So what happens here is that you got this, how y'all are, it's big, go home. You love anything brand new, you love the luxuries, okay? So watch your spending at this time because it's going to lead you to problems. Also, for some of you can be emotional eaters, overeating at this time as well. Certain things that you're used to doing, old foods, for example, for me, I can't eat tomatoes anymore without having heartburn. I can't even, oh my god, I'm Haitian and I can't even eat rice anymore without going into a massive heart attack. Oh my god, my son watched me die. I was like 911, and he was like, how do you die on 911? I'm like, okay, just let me let me die. I was like, oh god, I had to teach him 911 after that. I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, so like, certain foods are catching up with you now. So just be aware of that. Listen to your body at this time as well. Even exercise, you can hurt yourself. So be careful with this energy. Then on the 9th, Mercury goes retrograde from the 9th to October 1st. Okay, and it's in the sign of Libra. Oh my Lanta. So Libras, they like to do two things. They either like to think of the future or go back to the past. So for some of you, if you have a stellium in your 12th house, that means like a lot of planets in your 12th house of Pisces, of subconscious and self-undoing. You could be thinking about a lot about the future at this time and worrying about the future. For others of you, it depends. If you have a stellium in Cancer, you could be thinking, or you have Pluto in Libra, you could be thinking a lot about the past at this time with this energy. So for some of you, the exes, the OOs can be coming back into your life at this time. You can be feeling restless with this energy. You can be rehashing old fights with siblings or family members, or love relationships, especially marriage, live-in love relationships can be pretty fragile at this time. You can be reevaluating your relationships. You can be impulsive with your decisions and having a falling out with others. You may be inclined to renegotiate contracts or business arrangements. You can also be working on your marriage and seeing a marriage counselor for some of you. Personal affairs, daily communications, or health matters should be attended to with care and caution. Your mind may be preoccupied with minor worries or irritations, which can interfere with your gaining a clear perspective on a situation which can transpire. Past mistakes can resurface at this time, or an oversight may catch up with you. Control an urge to be a little rebellious and mischievous now, or taking unnecessary risk, or this is a disadvantage. This is not an advantageous time for you. So don't go like putting all your eggs in one basket. Don't go taking risk with your money, because you'll probably lose your money. And then the worst part, we repeat, redo, and rewind during a Mercury retrograde, the Aries. So yeah, so you're bound to repeat it again this year or next year during this time. So don't make the same mistakes twice. You should also try to avoid forcing your opinions. You're very intense at this time with all the planets moving into Libra. Volcanus, a secondary planet, is moving into Libra at this time as well, okay? And this is a time where you can be intense, especially when you're not getting your way with certain things. This could be like, for some of you, a lot of emotional tar coming up, you speaking your mind a lot more than usual and being straightforward and honest. So you're going to get into it. On the 10th at 5:59 a.m., the full moon in Pisces in your 12th house of subconscious self-undoing. This is change happening, a good time for money matters and business picking up, a great time for those of you in the medical field. This is out with the old, in with the new, or learning the latest and greatest in technology or science. You may have a hard time maintaining emotional balance though, but at the same time, under the same breath, even though you're emotional and like complicated and quiet and stuff like that, you don't want to talk about your feelings. Ooh, you're gonna be going through it. Okay, so this would be a great time for meditation or focusing on exercising. Your mood swings can be rather drastic at this time. This can be just for some of you, especially if you have a stellium in the 12th house in your personal natal chart, you can check out Astro Theme. This is going to be a time period here where you are like that you've been like working home, and now it's catching up with you, okay? For some of you could be bored with your routine at this time. For some of you could be frustrated about what's going on at work, what's not happening to you at work at this time as well. This is a good time to let go of emotional garbage and old emotional attachments. You can have, for some of you, not all of you, especially if you're not like an Aries rising or Aries in the first house, because Aries rising, Aries in the first house, and Aries in the first, I guess the first 6 houses tend to not like to be, they like to be in control of their emotions. You guys don't really have addictive, a lot of like, it just depends what's also going on in Scorpio and in your sign of Pisces, because a lot of Rams don't like to be out of control, and they don't like things that control them, like substance abuse, like caffeine, for example, because they like to be in control of all their senses. So some of you who have like Aries in the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th house, you could be having addictive tendencies at this time that you need to watch out for. You can also be moving on to the next chapter in your life, or certain certain challenges that were consistent in your life may no longer apply. This is a great time for dealing with legal issues. You can feel disciplined. A great time for starting a new routine. Again, working on the self. And then for others of you, because you don't want to deal with your feelings inside, and because you have a stellar in the 12th house, and I keep going back to that because there's a lot of influence over there about your character and your behavior and the way you act. And a lot of those who were born in like 1970s, 1, 2, maybe, y'all are like, you know, you want to play it calm. Like every time I give you guys a reading, it's kind of like I cannot feel the energy. It's like, oh my God, where am I going? I'm running in the dark, you know? And it's like, oh my gosh, she's so good at what she's doing. And it's really like, oh my God, the hell I'm doing, but okay, you know, I hate that. I see that stellar in that 12th house and I go, ow, no, because I can't read you for nothing. I cannot read you at all. You could read me all day long, have my life figured out, but I can't read you. And then y'all are like, oh my gosh, she's so good, she's so great. So anyways, but you see what happens is that there's something going on in your life right now that you're not happy about. There are certain things that are out of your control. So for some of you, this is a period of time where you don't want to express your feelings, you don't want to be vulnerable, and you don't want to talk about your damn feelings. You want to pretend like everything's okay and all right. So you're going to be throwing yourself into your work. On the 22nd, 9:04 p.m., the sun enters Libra. Okay, in the 7th house, you may have some important issues to discuss with your mate, and this takes on the overtones of Libra, Venus energy, or plans to go public on a project. It is a good time to clear communications. This is often a time in which you are very busy with communications, lots of phone calls, people wanting to connect with you and just talk to you. You know, so there's a lot of communications going on. A good time to express yourself. You're not a good listener. You want to be heard. Your mind is clear and you're able to express your intentions in a way that you're not mincing words. You're very straight and to the point so everybody understands you. This is a good time for learning and traveling and making a good impression on communicating with those in authority. It is a good time for reaching an agreement or signing contracts and still reevaluating your career direction for some of you. Thinking about changing your major as well. For others of you, you're more about your freedom at this time. So, but at the same time, you know what time it is for some of you, and you don't want to like leave yet, okay, because you don't want to come back to the situation, because you know when you do something like leave on a Mercury retrograde, you know that they're going to call your ass back, and then they're going to like sweeten your hand, and then you're going to be like, oh Lord, and then they're going to, you know, it's that I'm always going to reference that Godfather movie because I love the Godfather, the last one with Al Pacino, they were all Al Pacino. When he's older, when he's like way much older, and he goes, once they let me out, they pull me back in. It's like that kind of situation is going to end up happening to you. On the 23rd at 8:04 a.m., Mercury moves back into your 6th house, where you're going to feel clarity for some of you. You're going to be productive at this time. You're going to be working on yourself. You're very analytical in your way of thinking. You're not so quick to jump into anything. And then some of you, this is still transiting your 7th house because you have an interception, which means that the signs share the same house. Okay, so you can be picky with the new people and you can be testing these new relationships. The jury's still out on them. You're not so quick to jump into anything new as well. And especially when it comes to love, like you're just talking to this person, you're not so quick to jump. For some of you, you're just staring at them. Okay. Could be a Scorpio that you're staring at. I feel like for others of you, don't expect to reach an agreement on negotiations. For some of you, expect delays with court till after October 6th. There is a need for compromise. This is a time where you identify closely to your ideas and opinion, and you may have a biased judgment. So it's very hard for you to see other people's point of view. There is going to be arguments at home or at work during this time period. While mentally you have a greater ability to concentrate now, expect a certain amount of frustration in solving problems. Then on the 25th at 5:54 p.m., new moon in Libra. So at this time, change is happening in regards to career, or this can be how you interact with other people. Your outlook on life is more serious now, and you may even get depressed with this energy. You can feel this energy 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after. You may feel apathetic and lack enthusiasm, or you might simply be more practical in your way of doing things and in your way of thinking, which can help you out a lot, okay? But all work and no play really breaks down a ram, okay? Like, you need to have your play, you need to have your adventure and be outside and do something, okay? So during this time period when you're depressed, make sure to, like, I don't know, go walk in the woods or something, go hiking, mountain climbing, you know, do those rock climbing things. You know, you guys like those things, okay? Co-workers' beliefs may be at odds with yours. You may feel that you don't have much in common with these people. Your partner has interest in another. Frequently, one of you will feel smothered and need for freedom. Also, this can indicate health problems due to overindulgence, or you could be a situation where you're done giving or done doing so much for other people. Like, I feel like it's going to be with love relationships, and I feel like, you know, if you make because, you know, you guys are like so loving and so giving, but if the other person's not reciprocating or not trying, it's like you're carrying all the weight of the relationship, and then you start feeling frustrated and pissed off, and you're like, that's it, I'm done. You know, that kind of situation. On the 29th at 3:49 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Venus enters Libra. An excellent time to meet a new business partnership or form a new business partnership. Does not actually have to be a business partnership. This could be like dealing with a lawyer, a manager, that kind of thing. Also, this other party will give you an added boost in your career. Issues with marriage will been coming up. This is also a favorable time for newlyweds, despite the energies. It just means you'll remarried again, probably to the same person, let's hope. Legal issues work favorably. Change is happening with your relationships. You can have higher expectations when it comes to other people in your life, or you just want better for them, and you and someone in your life can be bickering because this person is not ready to change, or certain people can be whining and complaining a lot more than usual, and you have no patience and no filter. And you're straightforward and you're honest, and you need to be more objective. You need to put yourself in other people's shoes. You need to slow down and try to be on this person's time, because really this person it's the timing of it all. This person, whatever you guys are bickering about and like trying to get this person to convert to your way of thinking is not happening, and it may not happen, especially if you're dealing with like a Virgo, a Cancer, a Pisces, a Taurus, it's not gonna happen. So, the Virgo may need a lot of convincing. It may actually need you to grab its hand and take it there. The Taurus just needs a lot of death threats. No, don't do that. But, it's just not happening. The Pisces is just scared out of its mind for change. You say change, and it's like, what? Okay, I'll do it. Did you do it yet? No. Do what? Do what? What did I do? Oh gosh, no. So anyways, I feel like practical issues become more important at this time rather than relationships. So for some of you, the focus could be more towards school. For others of you, the focus could be more towards career, getting a house. So things like that become like you get the tunnel vision, okay? So the first card I come up with is the World card. So the World works in your favor at this time. I feel like as I connect with this energy, I feel like there's going to be brand new beginnings coming up for you this month. The Six of Cups, you can be sentimental about the past. For some of you, you can be revisiting the past, or you can be revisiting opportunities. Or it could be a situation here, because we're dealing with Mercury retrograde in the 7th house. The same things that happened last year for you around this time are going to happen again. So the same opportunities or the same good luck that you had is going to be coming up again this month for you. The Strength card, this is your hard work and perseverance paying off with this energy. For some of you, you're very ambitious at this time and you're going after what you want. Again, be careful with that, because it's not auspicious for you to be ambitious, because it may backfire. So try to take small baby steps, or try to research into what you're getting yourself into. The Queen of Swords, you need to watch your emotional self at this time. You may be impatient with other people. For some of you, there's a lot of repressed energy that is coming up, especially if you have planets in Taurus. Like, this is repressed energy coming up and you blowing up on other people. If you're a sign in Cancer, then this is going to be you going through it emotionally at this time. So this could be a rough period of time for you. So just be careful with yourself. The Page of Coins, watch your spending at this time. You can be over the top. For some of you, there could be another source of income coming in for you. here soon. The Seven of Coins, something heavy on your mind at this time. So you're not so quick to jump into anything new with this energy. You're kind of mulling things over. Or you could also be keeping your options open as well. All right. So this could also be new people coming into your life. The Hermit card, I feel with this energy here, that you could be more quiet into yourself at this time with this energy. I feel also that you could also feel more comfortable with the people that you work with. Either you're getting used to them and how they behave and stuff like that, or you have them figured out, so you can be more of yourself at this time, or you could be opening up to other people with this energy. The Ace of Cups, I see emotional validation. This is plans working out exactly as planned for you at this time. This is things that you want coming together nicely for you. These are things that you already done like in the last 2-3 months that are now coming to fruition. Okay, for some of you, you can be picking up a new language. You can be studying religion a little bit more. For others of you, this could be a great time for publishing with this energy as well. The Ten of Coins puts an emphasis on money, so there's more money coming to you this month. As I'm connecting with the energy, I feel like there is traveling happening for some of you, or there's something very specific to deal with Los Angeles, California for some reason that wants to come up at this time. So for some of you, this could be traveling there because there may be opportunities for you to grow down there with this energy. The Page of Wands, I feel for some of you, you're definitely throwing yourself into your work. And it's to the point where it's like working home. It's very lonely. So at this time, the cards are saying, try to find other people that you work with that have common interests like you do. For others of you, this could be dealing with father figure in your life, a grandfather, or the patriarch of the family could be more of the focus at this time, and either you guys are helping him or he's making it a point to wanting to spend more time with you and his grandbabies. That kind of thing could be happening. I see baby around for some of you, so this could be like newborns coming in and like them wanting to spend more time with the children. Okay, I feel like for some of you, this is being more about your family roots. This is being more about family and wanting family to be together at this time and trying to keep family together for some of you. For others of you, this could be like going through a divorce and wanting dealing with custody battles at this time with this energy. But I do feel like there could be like some kind of family reunion coming up, or you could be more in contact with family during this time period as well. The High Priestess card, trust your intuition at this time. Spirit world is definitely trying to communicate with you this month. Will you trust its intuition? Will you trust your intuition? I don't know. Some of you will, some of you won't, out of fear. Fear of rejection for some of you, fear of like taking certain risks because you need more information, or you're just too analytical in your way of thinking, or you're just too stubborn in your way of thinking is the problem. So that's why some of you have missed opportunities coming up now. So try to be open-minded. Try to use your intuition or trust it a little bit more so it can come out a little bit more. The more you trust it, the more it comes out. The less you trust it, they won't even talk to you. Spirit is like, that bitch don't listen to me. Because that happened to a few of my friends where they don't listen to their intuition, and guess what? Nobody wants to talk to them. So they're just like, we ain't talking to you. Why are you not talking to me? Because you don't listen to me anyways. It was like, okay. Alrighty, the Ace of Coins, this is a time of creating your own reality, more money coming in for you. This could be getting a new job at this time with this energy for some of you, not all of you, because you might be like a Gemini or a Sagittarius, a Sun in Gemini or a Sagittarius, so that's why you might be looking for a better job during this time period. I do feel like financially this is a great time for you. This could be a time for business picking up for you as well. The Eight of Wands, I see traveling coming up for some of you with this energy. I also see good news happening for you as well. The Four of Cups, I feel like, again, you're not so quick to jump in to a situation. I feel like you can be kind of judgy when it comes to new people in your life. So you're not so quick to jump into relationships, or you're not very open to new people at this time. You're kind of mulling it over. You're more focused on family at this time as well. I feel like for some of you here, you're very intense Okay, so watch out with that Libra energy. This is a situation here where you're not going to get your way in a situation, and this could be dealing with custody battles, and custody battles may not be going your way. You know, you may have to pay alimony or something like that. Something going to piss you off, and you're not going to take no for an answer. You're going to continue to fight until you get your way, okay? And also, you know, you may want to take into account it's the planets at this time, so until like October, when Pluto goes direct, then you'll probably have an easier time with court. But until then, you're going to keep fighting for what you want. You're not taking no for an answer. This could also be trying to return something, okay? And you try to return it and stuff like that, and you're not taking no for an answer with this energy. For others of you, this is a time period where you want more responsibility at this time. But they may not be giving it to you because of mental health, but you want more work with this energy. So for some of you, you may have a hard time finding more work or finding more hours at this time because for some reason they're not willing to give it to you or they don't have it. You may have to do a job transfer at this time. For others of you, this is traveling coming up this month as well. With this energy, the Hierophant card, I feel during this time period here, this is dealing with a group or organization. So for some of you, this could be traveling for Rosh Hashanah that's coming up as well. And I feel like for some of you, you can be more invested or joining a group or organization, or you could be more invested at work or more invested with a group or organization. I feel for some of you, you can be working on your relationship, working on your marriage, working on your trust issues. This could be needing to take the time instead of working to just throw yourself into your family for a while and see what happens there. There's a need for more family connection with this energy. For others of you, this is writer's block happening as well, and you wanting to be inspired, bored of your routine at this time. With this energy, the Justice card, major decisions are coming up for you. You have luck on your side. This is good news with court for some of you, especially when we're dealing with like homeowners insurance, inheritance, or other stuff that deals with money. Okay, so there's more financial security coming to you at this time as well. For some of you, you could be suing a group or organization as well, and this could be again more money coming to you. The Four of Coins, I feel like you can be using this time period to save your money with this energy and just focusing on yourself. This is really a period of time of just working home. I feel like you can also be very stubborn and stuck in your ways and your thinking. So I hope you've been like the palm tree that I know you can be. For some of you, you're more about your financial stability at this time. The Knight of Cups, blessings onto the universe for you with this energy. For some of you, this can be new love. This person can be a little bit younger than you as well, possibly 10 to 8 years younger than you is what I'm looking at. I feel for some of you here that for some of you this is dealing with law school and dealing with politics and going back to school at this time, or interning or being an intern in your state or county. I feel like it's dealing with government, law school, that kind of thing. Alrighty, dealing with the legal world and learning about it, dealing with politics. That's what I feel like is coming up for some of you during this time period, and kind of like throwing yourself into that arena of life at this time. Alrighty, I feel for some of you, you're definitely more preparing for Rosh Hashanah at this time with this energy. For others of you, this is a time of poetic justice happening, and there's a lot of that going on with the South Node in Scorpio. So we're seeing a lot of like justice being served. We're seeing a lot of like situations, what goes around comes around kind of situations happening to people in our lives. I know I've seen it. The Fool card, I feel like this is a time of new beginnings. I feel also I see a secret lover. Yeah. All right. And I feel like during this time period, like you two are going to be keeping it quiet into yourselves at this time and not really telling anybody what's going on with your relationship. I feel like also for some of you, this is a time of starting over. Like I said, new beginnings are coming up for you during this time period as well. For others of you, this is getting back together with the ex. It's best for now because Mercury's in retrograde and you don't want nobody to put the juju on it. It's best for now to just keep it to yourself. because some people in your life may not be happy for your good at this time, or whatever it is that's coming in, they're not really happy about it, okay? Or maybe they feel like you're going to be moving too fast in a love relationship. And I feel like, if you're going to do that, that's fine, okay? As long as you're adults and you understand, but I feel like you guys should just like lay low and like create the foundation for each other to build on, kind of like, it's like, when you're in love with somebody, you kind of like stay with each other, like, and get to know each other, especially when you move in with each other. And it could be a situation like that. So, just keep it quiet into yourself is what I'm seeing, is the best advice that the cards have. Ooh, somebody has a question. Okay. So I feel like at this time, you're not quiet. You're not in your head about things. I feel like there could be a lot going on around you. Let me see if I can get my, okay. No? Yeah. Okay. Gosh. All right. So I feel like at this time that you are not very quiet. I feel that you're grounded. You're more analytical. If you were crushing on somebody, I feel like even though those feelings could still be there, if you were to see this person as a no contact person, but I feel like you could be losing that loving feeling. Okay? Or you could be bringing this person into your reality at this time as well. I feel for some of you, even though you should leave a situation, you're not. You're going to stay in a situation because you benefit through it somehow with this energy, or because it's just what's working for you at this time. Oh, somebody had a question. The answer is yes. Okay, I see recognition and success. Again, be careful with taking creative risk because it does unlock a long-held dream, but it's the timing of it all. It's going to be a temporary situation, probably till October 6th, or I give it 3 months before you move on to something else, okay? The Nine of Wands, I see trust issues coming up for you. This time, needing more security in your life. With this energy, needing more security in your relationship. You don't feel validated about your feelings in the relationship. For others of you, I see confrontation. I see certain things. This could probably be a situation here where you could be falling out of love with this person, or you don't feel the connection that you two once had, and you may have to make a decision to reach out to this person, okay? Even though you don't want to, even though you're being stubborn about it, but you may have to confront this person and once and for all figure out, does this person feel something about you? Does this person, am I making this up in my head, or should I just trust my intuition? Because your intuition might be driving you a little bit crazy at this time because you're not doing anything about it. Alrighty, I feel for others of you, you could be very protective over your money, over your financial situation, especially if you're dealing with divorce or custody battles, or you could be dealing with lawsuits at this time for some of you, not all of you, and you could be trying to protect your money at this time, or you're trying not to give like certain things to like inheritance, that kind of thing. So things can be kind of difficult in that matter. The Ten of Wands, lots of wand cards at this time. So playtime is the best time to get your creative juices going. Lots of communications going on at this time. For some of you, you can be very cerebral and in your head with this energy as well. I feel for some of you, this may not be the time for love relationships or focusing on love relationships. If you're in a love relationship, you're like disconnected. The tens are like a disconnect. It's like, I just want to be by myself, and I do good by myself. I don't need anybody. I don't want anybody. I just want to be by myself at this time. For some of you, you have gone through a nasty breakup. You're mourning a relationship, that kind of thing. And you just want to be by yourself for the time being, But at the same time, your intuition is like, so, okay, we understand, like, you're feeling it, you're going through your feelings, man, but yeah, you kind of like have destiny, and destiny's kind of calling you now. And so what time are we all gonna do this? Because we need to know, like, what time, and you're like, yeah, so like, I'm good. Oh, you're good. Okay, no problem. So your intuition is starting to drive you crazy. So just pay attention to it. Use it once, see what happens. All right. The Four of Swords. This is like a creative retreat going on. For some of you, this could be taking classes for something like writing classes, or this could be taking some kind of like class, or this could be going to like a spiritual retreat during this time period and like working on the emotional self with this energy as well. So there's a beautiful energy time for that. I feel like for some of you here that whatever you whatever burdens that you have at this time, know that they're worth carrying, okay? And they may not be for very long either. The Two of Coins, burning the candles at both ends of the stick. This can be a busy energy time for you. Lots going on in your life at this time. You're kind of playing that juggling act with the Two of Coins with this energy. So this is not the easiest energy time for you. The Knight of Coins, I feel as quickly as money comes in, as quickly as it leaves. Does not necessarily have to be with like your spending. It could be more like paying bills and stuff like that. So you may want to be careful with that. Or you're throwing your money back into your business at this time, okay? So you could be feeling the crunch with that. Also, you're your own muse at this time. So you could be very inspired. You could be really inspired by yourself with this energy as well.